Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Lu, that you are here with me. I'm so grateful that I met you in 2014, and I feel blessed to connect with you and reconnect now with all this technology that make it possible. It's like a miracle, isn't it? So thanks so much for being Lu in my life. It's really an honor. I really
so thank you also.
Yeah, and when I met you, it was really it was a really challenging place and moment for me, because in 2013, as I told you, a lot of things happened in my life, and my father passed. That had been like almost the center of of all my life, and everything was kind of breaking down. And we decided that to go to Bali to celebrate a new year, that it could be like amazing to start a new year and let go all that happened in 2013. And for some reason, I wanted to go to that special place hotel, that it was amazing, but I didn't know what would be really the diamond in that place, because I didn't know. I felt that I had to go to that place. And when I met you, I knew this is the reason. And you and me shared an amazing conversation after an incredible yoga class. That was really special for me. And then that was the last year of 2013. And then next day you could do a class, I think 6:30 in the morning. And that was really challenging for me, because I am not a morning person. And I said, wow, this is a challenge. But it was the last possible day to meet you and to be in your yoga class. And I said, I have to do it. So it was the best New Year's of my life, because I woke up like full of beans at 6 in the morning, after the party that we had the night before. I want to go to Lu's class. I went without having any breakfast, without making up anything that I always do. But it was like my soul wanted to do it. And I have a picture of ourselves in that, after that special. You can see that after the morning. I don't know, maybe 7:30 in the morning. I was like so happy to do it. It was a challenge, and it was amazing. I have it. That picture is very important for me, because it reminds me of that everything is possible. Even that I woke up at one New Year's Day at 6 in the morning for a yoga class. And when I was leaving, we were leaving the hotel. I didn't expect to see you again, and you were waiting for us in the checkout. And that was like another surprise, because I didn't expect it, and you were there. And when I was with you, it was like coming home, and I was quite sad to leave you there, and I had to go on with my trip. And I remember that I got full of emotion, but happiness to see you. And then after we check out, I was crying. I was crying to leave you. But thanks to this technology, after 6 years, we are together. So thanks to this amazing technology. And I wanted to share that, because that is part of the magic of life, these synchronicities and this, that we had to meet, and life is magic. And I believe that. And if you believe something, everything shows you your belief, and you are part of this magic. And I would like to that you share a little bit what do you do. You are much more than a yoga teacher, and briefly, if you can share with us and with everybody that see this this conversation, who are you?
Yeah, so actually in that time I go to Tembok where we met, you know, just I have a contract in that hotel for 2 years, but then, you know, like 6 months before my contract is end, I was sitting with one of big magazine from UK, you know, like Alpha Bashar. And then that journalist asking a lot of questions until, you know, like I realized, you know, that is something calling me bigger, you know, not working with the hotel or someone, you know, I can do it for myself. And then in that time, you know, like I'm just doesn't know where to start. So I go meditate, and then during that meditation, you know, I'm write some, you know, like a kind of thrift, how to combine, you know, like the retreat activity, which is I have no experience before, which is I don't have, you know, the guideline is all of that come like after my meditation, I just get a pen and then write down all of the thing, including me doesn't know how it can be possible. So few months, you know, after I left my job, of course, you know, you doesn't know what to do. I go back to Ubud and then teaching in the studio. I'm very excited, you know, even just can, you know, pay for my rents or you just eat. Okay, so that like time go by, and then for all years I'm always do trip on the full moon. In that time, not many people doing, you know, full moon ceremony or blah blah blah. So I'm always go to the mountains, and every full moon, you know, like with gathering with another woman and then make wishes and then inspiring, you know, people go to the nature. After 1 year, you know, finally with the Mount Agung eruption, so we not go to the mountains, but I keep, you know, like the activity with the yoga and then so on so on. In the beginning it's so hard for me, you know, to including money in what I'm doing, you know, it's little bit, you know, struggle. I know I need money, but I know I would like to do things pure from my heart. And then, you know, like somehow, and I'm just pray to universe, if that is, you know, like part of my life, part of the game of universe, it's okay, I have money, but also I donate some of my income to those people need it until today. So whoever that I feel, you know, need it, you know, like maybe poor family in Bali and so on. So I just build my businesses actually like 3 years technically. And then before Corona, you know, have like 10 people working with me, you know, as a team. And I'm so blessed, you know, I'm always, you know, like following my intuition. Even, you know, that is new beginning for me, even that is very scary. If my heart say do it, you know, if I feel like universe supporting that, I jump. I do not wait for other people approvals. Even my family is so sad when I leave, you know, the job, because they're asking what you're gonna do. I have nothing to do. I do not. Like same also, you know, with this coronavirus actually giving me a lot of time for me now to rest. And, you know, I'm so lucky now because I have my own beautiful houses. So, you know, like the thing, like it's just coming, you know, all dream is just coming because I'm just following my heart. Even now, coronavirus, all of the people get stressed. Of course, including me in the beginning, but after that, I'm just sit, meditate, universe, what I can do. Suddenly, you know, I have an idea to do it online, and then always people come to the online thing, and then some of that money I can support things, you know, for other people. So now, how to use, you know, your spiritual knowledge, bring it into the business, and then the value of the business is you help community. I think that is the best way, you know, for the future businesses, you know, because our focus not on the money, but our focus is how to share, you know, whatever give you here, you are here for, you know. If you give us musician, You can do best music, but the money, even you not really interested with the money, but you use that money to help those people who need it, or to plant, more trees, or maybe, for the animal shelters, whatever. Yeah.
That is the key. That is the key.
Yeah.
To really connect with that intuition that we all have, but so many people are completely disconnected. And when you tap into that intuition, that is, intuition can be a little bit only from the mind, but I think that what we both are talking about is like a kind of heart whisper, like revelation that comes more from the heart than from the mind. You know, I clarify that because sometimes intuition is like, oh, I have intuition, I think something that made that. This is not like that. This is like the call of our soul. And if we are bold enough to follow that, that is the reason that why we are talking now, and I'm going to do other interviews with so many people that I am so grateful to have met in my life, especially after 2013, when I completely like woke up after a big suffer. But that big suffer, it was like Tina Han always says that before the lotus flower grows, we need mud, we need compost. So in 2013, I had a big compost. I felt like my soul left me. Part of my soul left me for some months. I knew that because I did a shamanic course, like completely shamanic healing circle in Ireland, and the last weekend retreat was about soul retrieval. And when our master, that it is amazing, Martin Duffy, explained to us in the beginning of the weekend that many people have their souls because of a big shock, because of a big suffering. Part of the soul goes, and they are like kind of, I don't want really to say that, but what I felt, it was like for those months, I was kind of zombie, like a zombie, like I love to eat. I didn't enjoy eating at all. I love to be funny and laugh and jokes. Nothing about that, because I was not in me. And then when you can retrieve that soul, is when you like connect and awaken and really connect with your purpose, and you don't mind about the money, but if you follow your purpose, money is going to somehow, you are in abundance, because if you connect to your heart is God within, and God is abundance. So it is like something that we are not looking for, but anyway is coming. Whatever you need, you have it at that moment. We don't need to be millionaires or Cristiano Ronaldo or many millionaires. I feel more abundant, maybe. And I enjoy like that.
Yeah, it's so true, like a lot of people have asking me how you are so happy. Of course, like when I met you, and now also I'm still single, but like before, I'm so much focused on why I'm alone. But since I'm see, like in being alone, actually, that is a lot of beauty, because I have more time, to concentrate on what is good and resonates for me. So when I'm alone, like also I can do, more time and meditation, and also doing a lot of a beautiful thing. Don't let your things or your like maybe other people judgment to stopping you to being you, because most of the people's they're stopping to be happy because they don't have thing. Maybe they lost a job, or maybe lost the loved one, or maybe don't have children, or just divorced. Do not focus on what you don't have, but keep focusing on what that you can celebrate every day with a smile. So now I'm so grateful even just with one small flowers blossom in my garden, you know, or one new leaf coming. So that is for me like a new life. That is reminds me, you know, every day is a beautiful life. Every
Yeah.
day we should celebrate life.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
amazing. That is so beautiful, and because our conversation is a joy for me, but I also want to share all that wisdom that you have with so many people that maybe can see this conversation. And what yeah, you are already talking about it, but yeah, nowadays that even more people are not happy, are completely the opposite. They are many people. They are on fear, completely fear, and fear of getting infected by that thing, and fear of losing everything because the companies that or the works that they used to go now they are closing because of the situation. And fear is the contrary that we need to all have right now in our emotions, because it puts it takes out or the, how to say, make very little defenses in our body. The immune system is not working properly because of cortisol, adrenaline, and so on. So what techniques or what tools do you think that people should apply in their lives to conquer
So,
that
so what's
positive?
So actually, like what I do, you know, because I'm living alone, so you know, like everything that I'm see, I'm thanks, you know, like if I'm see, you know, like for example, you know, if I'm feel the water in the mornings, you know, it's very, very important from your morning daily routines, you know, like in the morning before even I'm go out from the bed, I'm always say, thank God I have another day. And then thank God, you know, like I'm go to the bathroom and then feel the water, like thank you, you know, please, if I have nightmare, you know, at that night, and say, please water, please heal me, please, you know, like cleanse and purify all of that nightmare. If I have good dream, and then say, thank God, you know, I have good dream. So when I'm go to a breakfast, you know, I'm gonna see and feel, you know, how abundant I am if I'm even just have one cup of coffee, you know, that is enjoying that cup of coffee or one slice of bread, and I'm go to my garden. So if that is new leaf coming, so new thing is coming, I'm enjoying it, you know, like always say thank you, you know, like a meditation for me is the way that you live, you know, not just sitting and meditating and, you know, across like it. More I practice that actually, you know, now is 4 weeks already at home. I don't feel, you know, like very different than my life that usually busy, you know, and now I can cook my own food. So I'm blessed the food, and I'm so surprised, you know, that is so many good thing, a miracle can be happening in the kitchen, can be happening in your living room, can be happening, you know, in your garden.
Oh
So
my
don't
God,
wait,
it's
you
so
know.
true.
Yeah, don't wait, you know, to be happy, because happiness, you know, can be happening in the bathroom even, you know.
Yes, in a
Yeah.
shower. I
Yeah.
sing in the shower every time. I sing powerful shamanic and also mantras in the shower, and that is giving me happiness indeed. And I imagine that I am not taking out the dirt or the smell, but also the purification of our energies. So that is happiness. Even in your bathroom, every moment, even the breath, isn't it?
Yeah, and also if you have sickness, because most of us we afraid of being sick, and I've been sick, you know, like especially very bad sickness with 2019, almost the end of last year. So and every days, you know, like I'm just wake up and I put my hand wherever is pain, I just put it that, you know, like I'm ask my body why I'm in pain, you know, where I do not treat myself well. So I'm asking and communicating to my own body, and then using that my body as my best friend. Because when you trust your body will let you know, like, hey, you're not really aware, you know, you're not listening. Could be, you know, like maybe I'm overworking and then I'm not listening to my body. Maybe my body is tired, but like, you know, I would like to do more and more. And then now, if in this moment that you feel your body or your hand or your leg, wherever is numb, just take a moment and truly listening to that pains, you know. And by this, maybe you will release so much emotion, pain, or could be you release a lot of trauma.
Yes, yes, it's a great, great wisdom that you are sharing with all of us. Gratitude, joy, being in touch with our sacred temple, which is our body, and having communication with all our body parts and with our organs to heal ourselves, because we really can do it. And I'm sure that many ancient wisdom that is written and talking about maybe 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 ago, they were talking about that the feminine energy was more present in the societies, and women, we didn't lose the power that we lost over the more than 2,000 years ago, that the masculine energy has been like suppressing the feminine energy. And because of that, I feel that we, or women, especially women, the intuition is in all human beings, but I think women are more connected with the intuition that is healing also. And I think that this is maybe because of this oppression, many women have been disconnected of their own power, the power of the energy, feminine energy. And this is coming to me these weeks of this crisis that we are having in all these different aspects, that we, all women, should reconnect, like a responsibility, reconnect to our feminine energy, supporting the process of the Mother Earth that is more feminine energy, and really activating all the qualities of feminine energy that are like tenderness, compassion, intuition, magic vision of life, that right brain of our brain, right hemisphere, all these things that are in the holding space, nurturing. So what do you think about all of this, about the importance of feminine energy to reactivate and to change really an era? This is a change of era, with that energy coming back to our humanity.
Yeah, actually, like, you know, like those people who are so busy, you know, like is on the time disciplines, you know, that we're not allowing our feminine energy to flow, or we're not allowing, you know, our intuition to grow, because we are more going to the masculine energy, which is more like a structures, organized, you know, on the time, discipline. With the feminine energy, that is, you know, like being flexible and creative, and do a lot of, you know, uncertain, you know, you cannot just, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, because the feminine energy is moving. Feminine energy also needed, you know, in so many ways, and especially this day we need so much like flexibility, because now no one know what is tomorrow's brings, you know. No one know like now how is the rule, you know, like you cannot make a discipline for small kid, because small kid is just like feminine divines, you know, they just do whatever you want and they say whatever you say, and they're being creative. You have children, they want to draw, just draw, you know, just if they just sing, no matter, you know, it's good voice or bad voice, or they just, you know, expressing, you know.
That is very important. And also another insight that is coming constantly to me is that a part of feminine energy, and is related because I feel nature and all its creativity is very that part of feminine energy. And what we can see now is that the human beings, most of them, of us, I don't include in that because I am not suffering at all, and I am not in fear at all. I really, I see, as I can perceive what is behind all this, that I will ask you now. But talking about nature, it's amazing. I am blessed to live in a park. I really live in a house that is in a park, so full of beautiful trees, and I feel that the birds are singing more happy even than ever. The trees are like more shining. We can see images of whales and dolphins like swimming freely very close to the coast because they are not afraid of humans, because no humans are now in the coast. And like it's an explosion of beauty, of an energy. How do you think we can use all that explosion of and that nature force to our own healing?
Yeah, I'm agree with you. You know, like even now, like in near my place, you know, there is little bit jungle, and then I don't hear people a lot of birds singing because a lot of traffic, maybe pollution. And when I'm go to the rivers, you know, in this morning, I don't see for so long, you know, the rivers that clean. You know, like somehow, you know, I'm do like a little bit exercise this morning by the jungle, and then also, you know, like I can see new animal, you know, they're not afraid, you know, anymore. They're swing off and they're, you know, like much happier than ever.
Yeah,
because now, you know, the winds, you know, the feminine's divine, the creators, you know, like now is celebrating life, you know, with this coronavirus. We actually should be so humble, because a human being, they think they have power, but they are actually not that powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. We are discovering a lot of things. We like what human beings have been doing, especially the last 2 centuries in Mother Earth, with all like looking for petrol and gasoline and looking for medicines, going to the forest, to the Amazons, and taking out all these trees that are like for 1,000 years, and completely doing terrible things with those trees. And maybe now all this process is bringing more consciousness to human beings, that we have to be humble and know that we are for some time here, but this is our home. We are not the owners of this home, because we are here for a little time, and we have to take care of this precious home, which is the planet Earth, because then after we go, hopefully other generations will come, if we don't finish with all this human. I hope no, that we are going to overcome this, and we are going to get conscious of this. So it's very important, to take care of our home, and be grateful for all the food and because it's everything. If we don't have what we eat is from the planet, so we don't eat plastic, so it's common sense to treat very well. Talking about that purpose, you know, because I was going to ask you in the beginning, but I think more or less we are touching that thing, that all that is going on now. There are so many information that is coming, like some information is terrible. You can choose to listen or not to listen, and what is happening, and all of course, we don't deny that people are dying, and many people are suffering because of a reason. We don't deny that. We admit that. We can see that, and with a lot of compassion. But you and me know that the invisible, the essence, really, and the purpose of what is happening to our visible, to our eyes, that what is visible is not really the essence and the purpose of what everything that is moving or going on right now. What do you think that is that essence and that purpose behind the curtains?
Yeah, and for me, like personally, I love nature, and like seeing a little like nature is my own mom's, like kind of. And then I'm talk with like especially the tourism, because everyone know Bali is very touristy and no one can stop, like high building, contraction. So we have less and less rice paddies, less animal, less jungle. And often at the time I'm crying because I couldn't stop it, no one can stop it, the governments and the money keep more. And then the people make it more, like stupid decisions, and more greeds. And then now, with this coronavirus actually, like making the tourism slow, a lot of people suffering here, have lost a job and sick and have no money. But in another way, that is actually teaching people to be humble, to start now, back to gardening, back to using more the local product, and returning back, to have appreciation about the mother nature. Mother nature is not your property, that is your own mother. You need to treat her well, not just like focusing on what she can give and more and more and more in the greed, but like she giving food. So you be grateful with that food, but not abusing, abusing the nature, not abusing for any reasons, because she's alive. She's watching you. If you're not doing it good to her, she will smash you, And then that is happening right now, and then she just waking up, she's showing the power, like, don't try to control the law of the nature. They have their own law. So now is nature balancing itself.
Yeah, that is really wonderful. That is so true. Yes, thanks so much. I would like to ask you some, this is more personally, how all this is affecting yourself in either personally or and professionally, because you have an amazing company, PRANASANTI, with the moment that I saw that company, I have knowing that in the future, it is a desire. It is a desire now, but also knowing that in the future I will organize some group myself to to go to Bali and to do that. That you can share with us all how is your beautiful island that is magical, and you are the best person to everybody that is seeing this interview and this conversation. LUH MANIS is the best person to show Bali, because she's not only a amazing yoga teacher, and a meditation teacher, and a priestess, but also you can show all the magical places. Bali. I don't see you now, Lu. Your video is like off. Hello.
Hi, sorry.
Something happened in the, but now I see you like that. Okay.
Maybe we try.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I was saying that I was sharing with everybody that sees this conversation that you are just the best person to show your beautiful island. I hope and I know that in the future I will gather a group of people to dance and to meditate and to activate also the feminine energy that I think we both can work very well in that aspect. And I would like finally, to ask you all this process of introspection, like coming home and coming more to intuition, what is activating you personally and also in your company, new ideas, new goals, new projects?
Yeah, actually, like in the beginning, like I really want to help women because, like, personally that I've been, in the bad abuse relationship, and then, keep coming back to me until I'm truly listening, that is, I'm not only alone. So that is another woman also have similar experiences, but not know like where to get help. So then, when I'm healed, like I need to really feel that, like if someone in pain, like especially woman after broken heart, after leave the job, like confusion, then I'm start, like knowing that, like I'm sharing and then just giving them space, and then I do have one-on-ones, retreat, and sometimes I do group retreat. So we do like daily yoga for the tool for the physical healing, and do meditation, and do the meeting with my teacher, the shaman, to the reading, and then soul connection and soul guidance, and also we do water purification, and once we do to the jungle. Because when it's come to healing, maybe some people need to start to heal their body, and then after that they can go to heal them mentally and to the soul. But some other people, maybe the soul is not in line, so they may be like feeling dying inside, the body mentally they okay. And then like we start to have the dialogues, like what kind of expectation the guest wanted, and what kind of change they really wish for, where they need to. And then, like after meetings, so many people, like last year, maybe I have like thousands of people come a one-day retreat or something, and make me more confident, like this is not just like doing, for money. This is doing to influence other people. Hey, you are really matter. No one can stopping you to being you, to being unique, to be powerful, to be incredible, to be free, and then just follow your inner guide and do whatever that you wanted, that is always enough support from other people.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is amazing. Lu, you are such an inspiration for me. You can't imagine to what degree. I can tell you a little thing that's, well, a big thing that happened when I went. I went to Bali and I met you that Christmas.
Yeah.
I was doing at that time my yoga training in Dublin, and I was starting it, and we were starting to practice with other people that were in the course, right? And because the rest of the girls, most of them were girls, were Irish, and they knew very well to speak English, of course, because it's our native language. And when you start to learn how to teach yoga, that is something that you have to start to explain things in a different way. So I was quite blocked because I had to learn that, to say stretch out your arms and go there, and all the things technically yogi. And then I was not confident in my English, so I was kind of blocked. And when I returned from Bali, there was a girl in my class, in my training, that she, after 2 days after I returned, she asked me, Noemi, what happened to you in Bali? Because you are completely another person. Like before, you didn't have so much confidence, and you are like completely like explaining everything like fluently with confidence. What happened? Because it's only 2 weeks from the last time that I saw you, and the reason was that you were the secret. You were the secret because I was blocked because I thought I can't speak English as they do, of course, and maybe people don't like the way I I teach my yoga classes because of that. But the yoga class that I had with you that last day of December was so powerful. And I have to be sincere that some words I didn't understand because I was not used to the Balinese accent in English. Yeah. So some words I didn't understand, but you were teaching your class from your spirit, from your soul, and that has no language at all. That goes directly to your heart. And it was, I think, the best or one of the best yoga classes that I had in my life. So I said to myself, okay, if that woman, she doesn't speak English very well at that moment, you know, it was like me, like not native, but you were teaching a super a great class, you know. So I said, okay, I'm going to do the same, you know, I'm going to do it from my heart, not from the mind, from my heart, with confidence. And you were the secret of that change. So I really, you know, say to you, thank you. I appreciate so much that you are in my life. Thanks for this time that you are offering me, many people that are listening to this conversation. Thanks for all that wisdom that you are sharing with all of us. And you are amazing. I just want to tell you that, Lu.
Thank you very much. You are also amazing. You know, like my teachers say, if you see other people are beautiful because you have that beauty inside of you. Remember that whatever that you see in me because you have it inside, and just being you and keep doing the best from your own spirit. That is, you know, the last thing I'm gonna say. So bye for now. I would like to see you again in my classes. Yeah. Thank you.
I love you.
Beautiful listening. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thanks so much. Bye.
You too. Bye.